I am Patty Abel, and I am joined tonight by Jackie McLaughlin, and we are going to be sharing with you guys on how to find rest and calm and relax in your days. So I am grateful to have Jackie here. She's got years of experience on me, so she is a wealth of knowledge, and I appreciate her being here to do.
Well, I'm happy to be here, but even with my years of experience, Patty's a rock star. She doesn't need me. We just have fun working together. So to start us off, let's start looking at some of the reasons why we need good sleep and rest and relaxation. 60% of drivers admit to driving while drowsy, and I will have to say I've been one of those before, and a third admit to falling asleep while driving. Now, thankfully, I've never done that, but when I've gotten drowsy while driving, I definitely pull over and take a few oils to help me wake up, because it's very dangerous, and getting good sleep is the best way to avoid that.
So why do we sleep? While we may not often think about why we sleep, most of us acknowledge at some level that sleep makes us feel better. So that's part of the thing that we're going to be kind of looking at here coming up, is why we sleep and why it's helpful for us.
So very important, and it helps your memory. It strengthens the neural connections that form our memories. During sleep, our hippocampus, which is the part of the brain where our memory is stored, is restored during sleep. It improves the heart. It improves cholesterol and triglyceride levels by getting the proper amount of sleep. The Journal of American Medical Association says a lack of sleep will also increase calcium buildup in the heart arteries, increasing a person's chance of heart disease. And then sleeping, getting the proper amount of sleep also decreases depression. When we sleep and our body's relaxed, it releases hormones, melatonin and serotonin, and these hormones help to eliminate the stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, and it makes us happier. A lack of sleep puts our body in a stress state, and it forces our body to release the stress hormones so it can function under a less than ideal situations. So ideal sleep completely balances those hormones, making the body happier and emotionally stronger.
And also, sleeping makes us healthy. When we're sleeping, our immune system is able to regain strength to fight against the next day's toxins. With a sluggish immune system, our guard is down, which then lets in toxins and germs that can destroy the other systems of the body. So, throughout each day, we need that rest to get rid of whatever toxins we've come in contact with that day, so that our body's ready for the next day. Sleeping also supports weight loss. So a lack of sleep can create a lack of the hormone leptin in the body, and leptin is stored in our fat cells. It tells us when to stop eating. The hormone ghrelin is the hunger hormone, and then it's stimulated, making us hungrier when we're not. And that's, if we have a lack of sleep, the ghrelin hormone is going to be activated, which we don't want. We want the leptin, and so that comes when we get sleep. Sleep increases our creativity. So with the memory at its peak, the mind restored, and the hormones all balanced. So our mind is much healthier, making us more creative. So when we sleep, our brain is able to reset, which is very necessary.
Also, circadian rhythms are very important for our systems to repair themselves. The brain's internal circadian clock, also known as our biological clock, is centered in the hypothalamus, which is in the brain. And the brain's circadian clock regulates sleeping and feeding patterns, also alertness, core body temperature, brainwave activity, hormone production, regulation of glucose and insulin, also urine production, cell regeneration, and other biological activities. So you can see the circadian clock is pretty important. And the most important hormones affected by the circadian clock, at least insofar as they affect sleep, are melatonin, which we've already mentioned. This is produced in the pineal gland in the brain, and it chemically causes drowsiness and lowers the body temperature. And also cortisol, which is produced in the adrenal gland, and it's used to form glucose or blood sugar and to enable anti-stress as well as anti-inflammatory functions in the body. So having these hormones balanced is very critical for good health, and sleep is a big part of that.
So just briefly to kind of glance over how much sleep do we really need. We showed this one to our 8-year-old the other day. Show her just exactly how much sleep she needs. But you know, this is just kind of a general idea of how much sleep we really need for our bodies to go through all of the repair work that they need to from one day to the next. So us as adults should be getting 7 to 9 hours. I would say most of us kind of borderline on that sometimes.
Yeah, most of us do. So what are some ways to support healthy sleep habits? Well, first of all, you want to get on a regular schedule. You want to go to bed and get up at the same time every day. Use your bed for sleep and romance only. Don't be watching TV in the bed or working on your computer and that kind of stuff. Make your bedroom a peaceful, quiet haven. You want to get at least 20 minutes of sunshine every day, preferably in the morning, because this triggers the brain to release chemicals that help regulate sleep cycles and de-stress. Also, you want to shut off bright screens before bed. So no late night television, computer screens, that kind of stuff. You want to try to avoid these screens for at least 1 to 2 hours before you go to bed. Now, I know that's hard for everybody, including me. Here we are at 8:09 with our computers going. And but it is important to try to adhere to these suggested ways to have healthy sleep habits. I personally don't have any television or any kind of electronic equipment in my bedroom. It's just not a good idea.
So also we can try blue spectrum lights can help our brains to reset for sleep, and they can also increase melatonin. So you can try to put only blue lights for 3 hours prior to bed, and they have we have a website here that you can find those. I've even seen them in stores where you can get regular light bulbs, blue spectrum lights. Reset our nervous system. So by using an acupressure mat, you can help increase your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps get you into deep relaxation before sleep. You lie on it for about, I think this is supposed to be 3 to 5 minutes or 35 minutes before bed. Yes, that's right, 35 minutes before bed. I do this and I love it. I've got an acupressure mat. I put a yoga mat out and put it on top of it, put a pillow for my head, and I lie on it with my legs draped on the couch just to kind of support my legs. And it's very relaxing. It might be, if you've never done it, a little eye-opening at first because the little acupressure points are pretty pokey. But you can just go on Amazon or any place and like that and type in acupressure mat, and you'll get a whole big list of them. But they're pretty awesome. We can get grounded. So electromagnetic frequencies, or what we know as EMFs, can impair sleep. So you can avoid that by turning off the Wi-Fi in the house before going to bed. Keep electronic devices like your phone or radio away from your bed, because those put off EMF waves that they have found that can you know, disrupt our sleep and disrupt our body rhythms. Do some light stretching before bedtime, and that just helps relax the body. And it can just be very gentle stretching.
And then you also want to clear your mind. So it's a really good idea if you've got a lot on your mind to jot down things in a notebook. You know, once you write it down, your mind is free to let it go. You're not going to worry about forgetting about something. So you want to write in your journal or notebook all your to-dos and ruminations, thoughts that are just constantly going into your head before you go to sleep. So when you close your eyes, your mind is less likely to keep spinning. Then you warm your core. Getting warm triggers the proper chemistry for sleep. In the wintertime, it's great to do something like put a hot water bottle or a heating pad to warm up your sheets before you get in bed at night. It helps you fall asleep much faster. You can also use herbal supplements and oils, and we're going to come up with that just very shortly. Relaxation practices before bedtime to unwind, such as guided imagery, prayer, meditation, deep breathing, a nice hot bath with 2 cups of Epsom salts and 10 drops of lavender are some good suggestions. There's many others like Stress Away and Vetiver and very grounding oils that you could use.
So first oil we'll talk about, and I think the first one that anybody thinks about when they think about rest and relaxation is lavender. But for anyone not familiar with lavender, it has a very fresh, sweet floral, kind of a, you know, very herby aroma. It can be very soothing and refreshing for most. I can admit, for me, lavender by itself is not one of my favorites, but if I blend it with other oils, it works very well for me. It is one of the most versatile of all essential oils, so no home should be without it. I mean, when in doubt, grab lavender, the great rule of thumb. It's great for winding down before bedtime, and has very balancing properties. So you could diffuse this in your bedroom, you could apply it to the feet, apply it to your pillow, make a pillow spray. Like the previous slide, you can put it in Epsom salts and take a warm bath before bed. Trying to think, just something just went past me. You could also put it in a massage oil and massage, you know, your body before going to bed to help you relax.
And the next one is my favorite at night is cedarwood. It has a very earthy aroma. It's very grounding and soothing. This oil has been well documented throughout history. It was used by the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Tibetans, and it's mentioned over 40 times in the Bible. Cedarwood contains the highest amount of sesquiterpenes, which are chemical constituents found in essential oils. These sesquiterpenes stimulate the limbic system of the brain, which helps to elevate our mood and helps us relax and overcome stress. So that explains why cedarwood is relaxing, and it helps with focus as well. I like to put a drop of cedarwood right on the top of my head and at the base of my brain every night when I go to bed, and I sleep very well.
Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorites. Like I said earlier, like lavender didn't work for me. You know, that's why it's good that you guys are watching this, so you're learning about different oils, because all of our body chemistry is different, and what works for one person might not work for the other. And because of the sesquiterpenes that Jackie just talked about in cedarwood, that's why cedarwood would work for me, because my mind wouldn't shut down at night, and cedarwood helps calm my mind so that I can sleep, rest better. And Stress Away. So Stress Away, actually one of the oils in Stress Away is cedarwood, but it is designed to help us leave all the stresses of life behind. So the oils in this blend are very unique, and they actually join to form a blend that's attractive to both men and women. It has ocotea and copaiba, which are exclusive oils from the Amazon, and they're combined with vanilla, lime, cedarwood, and lavender. So there's two of our oils that we've already spoke about, cedarwood and lavender, that's in this blend. So it produces a nice tropical citrusy aroma. I think it's got kind of a sweet aroma in it because of the vanilla. But it can help induce relaxation, can reduce occasional nervous tension. The vanilla contains eugenol, which may combat nervous tension, while cedarol found in cedarwood essential oil helps to promote relaxation. So this is a great oil to have throughout the day. You know, it's good for winding down at night, but it's great to have with you through the day just for those little, you know, stressors that might happen throughout the day. It's just very calming, grounding oil to have around.
And next we have vetiver. I love vetiver. Some people don't like it because it smells real earthy. I like to say it smells like dirt. It reminds me of working in the flower beds and stuff, but it's a heavy, earthy fragrance similar to patchouli with a touch of lemon. It's psychologically grounding, calming, and stabilizing. And this is one of the oils that is highest in sesquiterpenes, and vetiver was studied along with other oils by Dr. Terry Friedman for improving children's behavior, and he found the biggest response was with vetiver. Vetiver may help when coping with stress and to recover from emotional trauma and shock. This is a very powerful oil, and it's incredibly thick. So when you want to use vetiver, you usually have to not only take the top off, but pop out that little stopper in it in order to get the oil to come out, because it's really thick. So if you ever have vetiver and it won't come out of the bottle, that's nothing wrong with the oil. It's just really thick.
Good though. Good stuff. So for our wee ones, we have our Kids Sense line, and we have an oil called Sleepy Eyes. So Sleepy Eyes, of course, is just what created for kids, but us adults can use it also. It's also, since it's a gentle formula, it's very good for your pets. But it helps set the environment for a restful and peaceful sleep. It's very gentle and supporting. So you could diffuse this before bedtime, place it on the bottom of the feet to unwind from the day. And you'll see here it has the oils in it: lavender, geranium, Roman chamomile, tangerine, bergamot, sacred frankincense, valerian, and rue. And it really does smell good. Riley likes this one. We'll diffuse it for her a lot of times, and it smells really yummy. And it's very relaxing. This one's my favorite.
Ooh, then we have lovely Tranquil. I just love this one. It comes in the roll-on, and I like to just rub it all along the base of my skull at night. It's designed to calm and relax the body and mind. It can help to balance emotions while promoting a deep calm. The three oils in this blend are lavender, cedarwood, and Roman chamomile. You're starting to see a theme here. These all have calming and relaxing properties, and it can be used during the day to help create a stress-free environment. It can also help with promoting a good night's sleep when used before bedtime to relax and unwind. And when we're relaxed before we go to bed, we get a better night's rest, and then we can handle stress better on the next day, because we know every day it kind of hits us, so we need our good rest in order to function well.
This is my absolute favorite one. I can roll this on the sides of my head down and breathe it in, and I'm like, nighty night.
Yeah, love it.
So sometimes to get better rest, we need something that, you know, helps us in other areas. So Progessence Plus. This is a serum that was specifically designed with women in mind by D. Gary Young and Dr. Dan Purser to help support the body as needed, because it does not require a cyclic use or rotation of skin sites. So I use this one. I put it on the side of my neck, chest, forearm, belly, inside the thigh. So you can guess from the name progescence that it's going to help, especially it's going to help us females. This is for females only. This is not a men's oil at all. So it can be used for women of all ages, including teens over 12, to help support natural cycles in the body, and it definitely does that. It also promotes relaxation and unwind before bedtime. So, you know, many women find that if they use this one before bedtime, it helps them rest and relax. You know, our hormone is part of our endocrine system, so that helps with our endocrine system some also. For me, I can use this one about any time of day. It doesn't make me drowsy, but it does help for, you know, restful sleep. It contains copaiba, frankincense, cedarwood, bergamot, peppermint, and clove. This oil I am never without in my home. It makes for a much happier me every month.
And technically, it's in a white bottle because it's not really an oil, it's a serum. And as Patty said, it's only for women.
It will help balance you out very nicely.
And then sleep essence. I love this one. I don't take it very frequently, but if I'm having a stressful period of time where I can't sleep well, I will resort to taking some sleep essence. It contains lavender, vetiver, valerian, and ruddigraviolin's essential oils with the hormone melatonin, which everyone is probably familiar, is a well-known sleep aid. You can use it to promote a full night's sleep, especially after a stressful day. So it's one I keep on hand, but I find that when I use my oils on a regular basis and I do the smart things like going to bed at the right time and getting up, you know, at a regular schedule, I don't usually need it, but I have it in case I do.
And ImmuPro. So, you know, if we want to be proactive in our wellness goals, it's very important that we support our immune system, especially in the wintertime and under times of stress. So ImmuPro contains 3 different mushrooms in it: reishi, maitake, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but mushrooms are very high source of immune supporting polysaccharides. It also contains wolfberries, the ninja wolfberry, which helps support healthy immune system and provide a high level of antioxidants and essential vitamins and minerals. So antioxidant activity helps to reduce the damaging effects of oxidative stress from free radicals. So I love the idea that while I'm sleeping, this is working in my body to take care of the oxidative stress and help boost my immune system and just help with my overall wellness. At the same time, it contains melatonin, so it's helping me sleep and encouraging a restful night's sleep by promoting the body's natural sleep rhythms. It's also enhanced with calcium, chelated, zinc, selenium, and copper. All of these are also needed for proper immune function, and has no added fructose. And emerging scientists suggest that chelated minerals are more easily absorbed by the body. So this is a chewable. It's got a really good taste. I like this one. I like, especially during the winter, taking it just as a, you know, as a way of keeping my immune system up and helping me rest better at the same time.
And then we have our relaxation massage oil. This stuff is wonderful, and it's a great way to relax and ease stress at the end of the day. It has essential oils as well as vegetable oils that bring emotional balance to the body and mind. And the oils have a calming and relaxing action. The baths and massage oils are a fantastic natural solution for stress. So put them together and use this oil in a hot bath and massage on your skin before you go to sleep to unwind. And more uses and benefits are documented below. It contains tangerine, ylang-ylang, lavender, spearmint, peppermint, coriander, bergamot, and geranium. This is a really delightful massage oil.
I just had to finish it with this one. Let her sleep, and when she wakes, she will move mountains. So when we're able to restful sleep, we're able to wake and accomplish all that we want to accomplish for the day. Of course, there are many other oils and things that can help us with rest and relaxation. This is just a sampling of them. Yeah, I think if my husband, and I know any of the tree oils really helps him with rest and calm and relaxation. So that's like your balsam fir, your Idaho blue spruce, your black spruce. Those are all great. Anything that's going to help, especially for us ladies, support our hormonal system. So we thank you for coming tonight and hope that you learned something new that can help you rest and be ready to hit the floor running in your mornings.
Does anybody have any questions? You can throw them in the chat box real quick. And just reading about all these stuff has made me really relax and want to go to bed.
I can tell you, I'm about ready to go to bed after being in training all weekend. So.
Well, yeah, you've been really had a long